As far as Call of Duty news goes, generally speaking, it's pretty straightforward, especially with Modern Warfare. It was plain to see what was happening and what we were going to see next. We had a season, we had a mid-season, we had a season reloaded, and then we had a brand new next season. However, one thing has always eluded me when it came to Modern Warfare, and that is the mysterious case of Season 7. Because Season 7 was a thing that people wanted to see it. There was information that it was going to be there. In fact, there are still game files that show that Season 7 was supposed to be a thing within Modern Warfare, yet here we are months into the life cycle of Black Ops Cold War with no Season 7 of Modern Warfare, and more specifically, data and files inside of Modern Warfare that were supposed to be a part of that. So what I wanted to do today is take a look at what happened to Season 7 of Modern Warfare, where it went, why it's not in the game, and what is going to happen next with it. Answer the question, is there going to be a Season 7? And it's not an easy answer. Well, it is kind of an easy answer. Let me start at the beginning. To understand Season 7, we first have to understand Season 6. Season 6 was set to end on November 23rd, 10 days after the launch of Black Ops Cold War. But the thing is, and the thing that you may not know, is that Season 6 was not set to end on the 23rd. In fact, it was supposed to end 2 weeks earlier. Now, how do we know this? Well, first of all, the thing you got to know about Call of Duty development is things are planned months and months in advance. From the developers that I have talked to, generally speaking, they have things planned out at least 9 months ahead of time. Yeah, 9 months, almost a year. Now, you may not remember this, but Season 4 of Modern Warfare got delayed by 2 weeks. And because of this, everything else also got pushed back a total of 2 weeks, which means originally Season 6 was supposed to end 4 days before the launch of Black Ops Cold War. And this makes a lot of sense. The last season of Modern Warfare ends 4 days later, the preseason or preseason 1 of Black Ops Cold War picks up, and the game transfer works perfectly. But because of that Season 4 delay, Season 6 got pushed to 10 days after the launch of Black Ops Cold War. So instead of looking like a nice transfer between Modern Warfare and Black Ops Cold War, there is this season ending 10 days after, making us think, hey, look, there is going to be a Season 7. But here's what I'm saying in this video. I truly believe there was never supposed to be a Season 7. With Season 6 supposed to be ending 4 days before a Black Ops Cold War gets launched, there is no way they were going to put out a new season of the game 4 days before the launch of the game. Now, I can't prove this. There is literally no way for me to prove this, but I truly believe that Season 7 was just a figment of our imaginations. We saw Season 6 ending, we saw it at a different time than the launch of Black Ops Cold War, and thought, hey, maybe Modern Warfare is going to continue throughout the rest of the year. Now, this is my opinion, and here is where I think Activision made a mistake. I think Modern Warfare would have been the perfect Call of Duty game to test out a 2-year life cycle for the game. With Warzone being in the game and how successful the DLC and seasons were for Modern Warfare and Warzone, I think that would have been a perfect attempt to try to expand their 1-year Call of Duty life cycle to 2 to see how it went. But as we know, that is not what happened. And because of this, Black Ops Cold War launched in an incredibly buggy state. Games were crashing, it was literally bricking PlayStation 4s, and on top of this, as we found out, Season 1 of Black Ops Cold War even got delayed. It was not ready in time. And because Season 1 got delayed, now the entire timeline gets pushed back again. So instead of being 2 weeks behind because of Season 4, now we are a full month behind on when these seasons were supposed to be launching. So basically what I'm saying is Season 7 was never existent. It wasn't a real thing. However, you may be questioning how I can say that when there's literally evidence of it in the game. Let me explain. So this is on the website codtracker.gg, and we've talked about this website before. They show all of the bundles in advance, and as you're seeing here, in Modern Warfare and in Warzone right now, there is a Soap Mactavish bundle. We've talked about this before, and as you can see, everything in here is kind of winter themed. You got winter style weapons, you got a kind of cliffhanger style weapon charm, and everything revolving around soap. Now, this obviously isn't out yet, and as you can see in the files, it's labeled as Black Ops Season 1. Yet, there is just under a month left in Season 1, and this is nowhere to be found. Now, my original thought is maybe this is in the game to promote something, like, for example, Modern Warfare 3 Remastered. This is something that is rumored to be coming out later this year, at least the campaign of it, and maybe this is to promote that. However, there's another operator as well, supposed to be in Modern Warfare and Warzone, by the name of Sparks. It's the character that we are looking at here. As you can see, it is a brand new operator, and again, everything completely winterized. Now, on top of this, there's also new weapons in the files and currently actually in game for Modern Warfare and Warzone. You have the CX-9, which is an SMG, and you have the Soykov, which is a pistol. Both of these are currently in the combat record and have literally been there for, I think, over a month. So all of this points towards a Season 7 for Modern Warfare. You have 2 weapons, you have 2 operators, everything that's normally in a battle pass, except I don't think it is. That's what a lot of people are saying. However, there's a lot missing if this was going to be a full season. There is no Season 7 icon, which was normally one of the first things to be leaked inside the game. There is no rest of the items that would be in the Season 7 battle pass. So instead, what I think this is actually, or was supposed to be, was just a couple of bundles that were supposed to launch with the end of Warzone. Let me explain that. So the end of Warzone, this was a cinematic that got put out with the final piece of intel for Season 6 of Modern Warfare, which also just happened to come out like a month after the end of Season 6 as well. And it just kind of randomly launched. On a random update day, they put in the 2 final pieces of intel for Season 6, and then this trailer launched. And at the very end of the trailer, they introduced the new character, Soap Mactavish.
This isn't over. Not by a long shot.
Mactavish to actual.
So, what's your position?
Have a click off the coast. Things are really heating up out here.
Hold tight. We're moving your way. On me.
So this is what I think was supposed to happen. I think originally, by the way, I kind of lied to you at the beginning of this video, I think there was supposed to be a Season 7. I think when they were originally planning out the timeline for DLC for Modern Warfare, there was supposed to be a Season 7, but as they released Warzone and as Season 4 got delayed, they realized we're simply just not going to have time for this. So what they did instead is what they were going to do with Soap and Sparks is they were going to put out this ending cinematic for Season 6, where we get to see that Soap is coming, and then they release his bundle, they release Sparks, they release the 2 new weapons, which include the CX-9 and the Soykov, and then that is kind of like the end of Modern Warfare. One last celebration with Soap being added to the game. But things got delayed. They didn't get it done in time, and all of a sudden, Black Ops Cold War was releasing. They no longer had time to do this. So this leaves us with the question, why are they in the game still, and when will they be coming? And that's really the mystery question. So let me give you my 2 takes on this. Take number 1, I don't think this is going to happen, but there's 22 days left of Season 1 of Black Ops Cold War. It is possible that in this timeline, they release these 2 skins. I think that's pretty unlikely. As of right now, this week, we are getting Season 1 Reloaded of Black Ops Cold War. Around the 25th of February, we are getting Season 2. It is possible for them to launch some Modern Warfare and Warzone content with Season 2. However, I think that would be highly unlikely, as it would take the attention away from the Battle Pass and any sort of bundles that they are adding in with Season 2. What I think is most likely is that they add in these 2 bundles and the 2 new Modern Warfare weapons with the 1-year anniversary of Warzone, which would be happening in March. Now, I don't know if we can extrapolate any further, but I'm gonna try. So if we looked at the 2 bundles, we saw Soap in a bunch of winter gear, kind of like he's in the mission Cliffhanger from Modern Warfare 2. That's pretty straightforward. Maybe they're just trying to emulate that. However, if we look at Sparks, there is also a lot of winter themes there. He's wearing a winter coat, everything's winterized. I'm wondering, and this is pure wonder, there is nothing to back this up whatsoever, if when we get this 1-year anniversary update for Warzone, whether we're not going to see a bunch of winter areas or maybe the entire map winterized, maybe snowmobiles added in. I don't know, but it's just an idea, and it would match these skins being released in this kind of winter theme. But it would also be weird to have a winter event coming out at the beginning of spring. That's all I'm saying. If you want a timeline on this, I can't give you one, but I can give you my best guess. And that would be that these are gonna be coming out in March with some sort of Warzone update. And right now, Warzone is in radio silence. We haven't received an update. We haven't received a new playlist in over a month since the Cold War weapons were added in, aside from some weapon tuning on the DMR. But no new POIs, no new information, no new teasers, no new intel, literal radio silence from Warzone. And when that happens, generally they are working on something big. This is what happened before the launch of Warzone. So my guess is there's some big update coming with either the launch of Season 2 of Black Ops Cold War or with that 1-year anniversary of Warzone like we were talking about. And that could include the launch of Soap and the launch of Sparks. And of course, those 2 new weapons that we see in Modern Warfare as well. But if you have any other ideas, let me know down in the comments. If you disagree with me, let me know down in the comments. If you agree, let me know what you think of the video. Also, if you enjoyed, it's always appreciated if you do hit that like button. And of course, if you're new to the channel, like what you see here, want to stay up to date on everything Call of Duty, be sure to hit that subscribe button, turn notifications on. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, peace out.
We are reaching for the stars.